Hi everyone, happy Friday. My name is Cody Hart, I'm fitness coordinator here at the Buck Rec Center, and welcome to another edition of Fitness Friday. Today I want to talk a little bit about the bench press. Now the bench press is obviously one of the most commonly utilized chest building exercises that you see out there. And today I just want to talk over a couple different hand placements and grip variations you can do to change the focus of that exercise. So your standard typical bench press is going to involve laying flat on the bench with your shoulder blades together and in your back pocket, and with the grip slightly wider than shoulder width on the bar, bringing the bar down to our chest right about where the ribs connect, and then pressing back up. And that's going to obviously put most of the focus on your chest, with some focus still on the shoulders as well as the triceps. Now the first thing we can change is our hand placement to mess with that. So what we're going to do is we can bring our hands out wider, not too wide or we're going to decrease our range of motion and take away from the exercise. What we're going to do is go about elbow width for our grip. It's going to be a wide grip bench press. This is going to take the focus away from triceps and shoulders and put more emphasis on our chest. The opposite variation of that is going to be a close grip, where we're now going to bring our hands inside of shoulder width. Not coming closer than 12 inches between the hands, because that's going to cause range of motion issues as well as put your shoulders at risk and somewhat your wrists. But that's going to put more emphasis here on our triceps. The other thing now that we can mess with is going to be our grips. Now there are three different kinds of grips you generally see. Your standard grip, which is going to be your fingers over the bar and your thumbs coming around. The other grip, which we are never going to use on a bench press, is a suicide grip with thumbs on top. There's no benefit to doing this with the bench press, and it puts you in a lot of danger. The last grip that we can talk about is going to be what's called a reverse grip, where we're going to take our hands and spin them the other way on the bar and do our bench press with our hands this direction. What that does is it takes a lot of the focus out of the shoulders and almost takes them out of the exercise and puts a whole lot of focus in the upper pec. Studies have shown anywhere from up to a 30% increase in upper pec activity just by turning our hands around and doing the bench press that way. So while what's ultimately going to determine your grip and your hand placement is going to be what's most comfortable for you and what you, your trainer, and your doctor have recommended, but by keeping these principles in mind and these variations in mind, we can put them into our programming to help us reach our goals. Once again, guys, my name is Cody Hart. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Fitness Friday. Make sure you tune in next week for another all-new episode with one of the other coordinators. Have a good one. Enjoy the weekend.